a list of websites where they can do some research. I'm giving you an abbreviated, a very much abbreviated. This one I think only has 6, but the one I gave them has probably about 25 different sites where they can do research. Some of them are doing research around who am I and what kind of, things should I consider looking into. And they can do interest inventories, and they can find out more information about themselves, and are they a people person, are they a machine person, are they science oriented, business oriented, so they can do a little bit more research on that. There's so many free resources on the web these days, it's wonderful. They can look up information about programs, and I'm going to show you some of those. They can go to websites and click on, they have search engines within the websites where you can just put in, I want to study business, and up pop all the Ontario universities that offer business programs, and with a couple of clicks they can figure out, okay, what courses do I need to take, what averages do I need to aim for, and they can go into the websites and look up, the calendars. I'm still old-fashioned, so I like the calendars, but the information that's available is phenomenal. There's a website here that I'll show you that's on all the Canadian schools, so universities across Canada, where you can do database search, programs available. There's one for the US as well. And I also threw one in there about scholarships. It hasn't been a big thing here, and that's interesting to me. Again, I'm new, but I've encouraged students to actually sign up with a couple of different places, and studentawards.com and Scholarships Canada all have databases, and if they just put in their profile, it'll give them a list of scholarships Canada-wide that they can consider applying for. And some of them are based on academics and how well they perform that way, but not all of them are. And some of them, they can apply, or write essays, or there are essay writing contests and things like that, and then there are awards that they can receive for that. So it's, it might be worth them looking into that. Honestly reviewing their current academic progress. Now this one's a tough one, and I often find that the parents' approach and the parents' ideas can be very different from what the child wants. I'll talk to the parents and they'll say, well, I want them to attend, university, and it has to be U of T or Queen's or McGill, and it has to be engineering. Now their child has not gotten above 60 in math for 3 years. Okay? That can be a problem. Okay? So it's really, and yes, I know they haven't worked hard enough, but they're going to work this year. Okay? I support you. And I do want to support the students, and I do want to support your choices and what you want to do. But you have to be realistic. If you're not a math person, engineering is probably not your baby. And when I talk to those students who say that, that's what I want to do, Ms. Benvie, when I say, well, what do you actually see yourself doing? Like, what do you actually, day to day, what do you see yourself doing? It's amazing how different that can be from what they actually are planning to study for 4 years. Okay? So it's important to think about those things. It's not necessarily what we want for our children. I'll tell you, if I had made choices, they would have become plumbers. You're going to become a plumber and support me in my old age. That's fine. Forget the other stuff. You want to save the world? Good. Go save the plumbing. That's fine with me. But you know what? They choose their own lives, and they are their own persons, and You know, there's so many things out there for them. We need to reach out and allow them to explore that.